Hello, Earthlings. It's time to reset your cultural dial. Coming your way next on your favorite device, from the Hoosier State to all the ships at sea, it's the Crawfordsville Peachcast. And now, here's your second or third favorite Dave from Indiana, Dave Peach. Warning, other people named Dave may also appear.
Thanks, CD. It is the Crawfordsville Peachcast. I'm Dave Peach.
And I am Dave Meyer. Dave.
Mixed bag. We love these.
We love the mixed bag. And because the mixed bag, Dave, brings surprises, not scary things, Dave.
No.
Thought-provoking, callbacks. In the old tradition of we thought you might like to know.
I learned something today.
Please share, Dave. I'm rapt.
It's called an eggcorn.
It's called an eggcorn. Now, is this something that you bought in a public place?
Eggcorn. Eggcorn.
So, 2 words or one? One word.
One word.
Now, okay.
Eggcorn.
Is this a real thing, Dave, or is this an urban kind of...
I think it's real.
Okay, Dave.
I think it's real, man.
It's not a treat that you can purchase and embellish with condiments.
No, an eggcorn.
Okay.
And I'm overemphasizing egg. I mean, most people would say eggcorn.
Okay.
But eggcorn. I don't know why I'm yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that part of it.
It is incorrect words used, but the meaning is the same. The meaning remains the same. And I would kind of make a jump here, and an eggcorn would be something that so many people don't say exactly right. They just have said, okay, we know what you mean, and we acknowledge that you didn't say it exactly right, but we're not going to worry about it. But we are going to call it an eggcorn behind your back and laugh at you.
See, that's the best part right there, Dave. It's just people
he did
trying
an
to come
eggcorn. It's like a secret club. Oh, I'm just going. So I'm talking to you.
Yes.
You use an eggcorn, and
I am
just going to put that in my mind, and later, I'm going to laugh off with somebody else about your eggcorn.
About my eggcorn.
Yeah.
Dave, I want to say...
Should we tell people about eggcorns when they come out?
I think we can, and I think we can reflect on
There's got to be a gentle way to tell people that they've used an eggcorn.
Do you think that there is a period of time when we still smash the wrong pronunciation, or this just at some point we basically acquiesce based on how many people are saying it wrong, it becomes acceptable?
Well, now here's an example.
Okay.
And probably the best example. When people say, for all intensive purposes.
And Dave, this is something that I think I've said. It's like one of those things when you're trying to come up with something more important to say, you say this. For all intensive purposes...
Yeah,
and Dave,
I can't think of an example, but for all intensive purposes,
we're gonna play this.
He spoke for the whole generation, or I don't know, or she, or I can't think of it. I can't think of one off the bat, but it's actually for all intents and purposes.
Right. I mean, first of all, where were we intensive? Intensive purposes. That's what I was saying, Dave.
What does intensive mean?
This is like a form of purposes that are scary, I guess. Intensive purposes.
I guess
that's what I was saying, Dave.
For all intents and purposes means that it's not exactly correct. It's not exactly, but it is.
Yes. I was incorrect, Dave, and probably afraid to. It's probably something I would have slurred if I said in public. For all intents and purposes.
So we got to look up more eggcorns.
More eggcorns. Well, okay, my first thought on acorns, Dave.
I have never heard of eggcorn before today.
It's 2025. You're breaking. I think
eggcorn.
I think to at least our demographic, Dave, you're bringing some new news. Okay, I do believe that. Okay, here's one that comes to mind for me.
I love eggcorns.
As a student or citizen of Henry County, Indiana, my mother, one of her almost violent reactions, slap the wrist deals, is when I would pick up from my fellow Newcastle people, and I would say the term "irregardless," Dave.
Oh, a lot of people are, yeah,
irregardless, and that, my friend, would honk Norma Meyer off to no end. That would bring out her. She would want to hit my knuckles with a ruler.
See, I don't even really know what an eggcorn exactly is. I don't know if that would be an eggcorn.
See, but okay, it's regardless is the actual term. So
many people say irregardless. Irregardless means regardless.
So I honestly think irregardless has become an acorn.
Well, I always, I come up with this one, like, you see somebody, his name was Dave Meyer.
Yes.
Well, his name is Dave Meyer. Okay, it still is. His name was what was his name? Well, guess what? Shirley, it's still his name. It wasn't was, it is. So ask me in the pejorative, whatever that verb tense is, I don't know, but I'm not on Fresh Air or Here and Now. I'm not that smart, but
we're not competing with Terry Gross.
Wouldn't we be a great guest on Here and Now on NPR, like at 1:00 on a Tuesday afternoon? I think it would be fantastic. You and I matching wits with someone who goes an hour and a half on a painting in Italy, and I just think it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, we'd go, really?
Well, I was watching.
So that's canvas?
I was watching.
They used actual house paint.
Yeah. Your commentary on Almost Heroes. I went over that the other day. No,
Dave,
maybe not. Maybe
we
not.
could have been more empathetic to tragic characters.
Maybe not. But maybe. we're gonna get to eggcorn many times. This is
okay.
As the Carpenters sang, we've only just begun.
Yeah, I think eggcorn is going to be. It's going to be my new safe word, Dave.
Now, Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. On a related matter, Kevin Harlan, the broadcasting of Kevin Harlan on CBS.
Kevin Harlan, big, staccato, dramatic, baritone Kevin Harlan.
The future of the world hinges on each second down at 7 play.
Dave,
this guy kills me. I mean, he's got one gear.
Does he have COPD? He kind of stops breathing. It feels
gear. Like. I mean, he is on it, man. It's like the participants are performing surgery. I mean, it's like it's the peril, the peril of each play. He's just amazing.
It's large, Dave.
He's amazing. I love it. I wish I had that intensity.
Well, and it's also I think of Kevin Harlan in that NFC, almost making bad games much more on a pedestal, Dave.
Yeah, I mean he can make it sound. I mean, but I would love to have him on an Untoasted.
Oh my God!
Like when we're talking, we're talking about Godzilla versus Hedorah. I mean, let's see if we can get Kevin Harlan on an Untoasted. Like that's going to happen. But anyway. I always marvel.
I think we could write some stuff for Kevin. Maybe submit it. Kevin, if you come on the podcast, we'll let you do these lines.
You had a text about Cheez-It Pizza. Now, did you try Cheez-It Pizza?
Dave, I did. Okay. It was interesting. I don't know if I'd go there again.
Kevin Harlan. It was interesting.
It was interesting.
The coaches eat a Cheez-It Pizza before every game. That is interesting.
It was, I mean, I guess like, in your frozen food section, kind of the usual suspects depending on which end you go in. And that caught my eye. And for some reason, I was like, huh. And then it was like, okay, it's not a huge one. It's whatever. And so I had to try it, Dave. So, yes, had it earlier this week. And it's, if you like the Cheez-It kind of, I don't know what, almost like dark cheddar taste. This is the more baked version of that taste in your pizza crust. So it's your regular pizza, frozen pizza taste with the Cheez-Its snack coming at you hot and in thin crust form.
So that kind of wanky sausage.
Yeah, Dave. I don't know this is for everybody. I don't want to, I was so enamored with seeing the Cheez-It on the box that they just had me, Dave. I had to go there.
Let's see. John Daly shot a 19 on the PGA Champions Tour recently in Sioux City, South Dakota, the Sanford International, a par 5 12th hole. I think I could shoot a 15 on the hole.
Dave,
I mean, let's say it's 600 yards. If you could, what would that be? 12 times 50?
Yeah, you would get there.
I mean,
you Dave, you could. I'd say
12 to get
yards.
to the green and then 3 putt. I mean,
I think you could break 12.
I mean, I can imagine though that there's a lot of people trying to play that hole.
Yeah, that one. I thought about the pitching clock. I thought, people
might want to play it
waiting.
18 times.
Right.
I'll just play number 12.
So part of me wanted to look it up, and I think, Dave, last time I looked at John Daly, it was in the Happy Gilmore 2 there on the Netflix. And Dave, as I've mentioned before, you and I didn't live in the Civil War era, so maybe that Andrew Luck Civil War chin beard thing is, it has some appeal in some regard. But Dave, John Daly does not wear it well. Okay, so all I can picture in my mind is him with his head down, taking another, 2-point, 2-stroke penalty with that weird beard, Dave. That's all.
We do miss Andrew Luck and that fake Twitter account that talked about the games as if he were a Civil War captain. I mean, it was so good.
Oh, Dave.
That was so good. I mean,
that gave us
Andrew
something to look
Luck.
forward to during that. Is he okay? Is he going to be able to play?
The game descriptions via with that Civil War.
The game.
Like
yes.
Ken Burns type thing.
So
what else do we got here? Laugh-In. I watched the show Laugh-In the other night.
Dave, I will say this. Joanne Worley a few years ago delivered. Yes, Joanne Worley. I think she passed in the past few years, but I would say I don't know how many years.
I thought Joanne. No, I think Joanne's still around.
Okay, well then we're going to have the crack research staff look that up.
Joanne Worley.
Joanne Worley delivered the commencement address. Joanne Worley at my daughter's. Joanne, you are correct, Dave.
We talked
Worley
about this.
Is
Yeah,
still around.
She's still around.
She delivered the commencement address at where my daughter went to school, American AMDA, American Musical Dramatic Academy, AMDA, in Los Angeles. So
you had Dan Roan, you had Dick Martin, you had Harvey, not Harvey, but Henry Gibson, Larry Hovis, Ken Berry. Ken Berry was on the show. Was this before or after Mayberry RFD? I mean. Did he do both, or I don't?
It doesn't seem right, Dave.
Yeah, I don't think
doing both those.
I don't see Ken Berry. I didn't have him on the, kind of the hip culture type show.
No, and I just looked up, and these are some of these. I'm going to throw a few Joanne Worley guest starring places. That's not gonna throw you any loops, Dave. So in '83, Dave, she was Mrs. Honeycutt. I'm just going to have you guess. Any idea of, let's say, an ensemble show on a Saturday night? What might you see Joanne Worley as a guest star?
1983?
1983.
Love Boat.
Yes, Dave. She was in the episode The Dog Show. Okay. She played woman's best friend, Mrs. Honeycutt. Okay. So I'm gonna put up a few years. I'm not gonna stretch you. This is a game show, Dave. We're talking 1990. This is a game show that's been around since the 70s. I don't think the long, thin Mike Gene was still hosting at this point. But 1990, what
Match
game
game?
show? Match game, Dave. You are correct.
Okay, you say Gene with a long mic. I mean,
I gave it
that's
away.
kind of a giveaway.
Okay, but Dave, I'm all leading this up to 1996.
Oh, 96.
Joanne Worley is in her, I think, I want to say her older known comedic character actor phase. And apparently, her agents are doing well with her. So in 1996, I'll give you the first one, Dave. And the first one is Mad About You, Dave. She was in Mad About You in 1996, an episode called The Dreamweaver. Now, this is a pattern you're going to see if you look her up. She played herself. Okay. And the next comedic show of 1996, which was near and dear to your heart,
Caroline
Dave.
in the City.
You know it.
She was a guest. She was a guest on Regis and Kathy Lee, or whoever Regis was with at that time.
Caroline and the Sandwich. This was season 3, episode 22, Dave. Are you familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it. I love it, Dave.
Was she a guest
Okay.
on Regis?
Yes, she was on Regis.
Was that the one with Jay Leno?
Well, she was on Regis more than once, Dave.
No,
so
but
I've
I mean,
got
she
to-
was on Regis on the show, on the
Oh,
Carolina
yes,
City show.
you're absolutely
That's
correct,
what,
Dave.
but was that the show Carolina in the City with Jay Leno?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Dave. So you've nailed all that. Later, she did a Hollywood Squares. I'm going to give her. Okay, so press her up. I did not know this. I got to give her credit. In season 8 of this HBO show that had a lot of seasons in the comedy world, she was
the Larry David show.
You're absolutely correct, Dave. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I would have gotten that eventually. I think so.
She played Rosemary. So, Dave, I got to give Joanne Worley more props than I thought I was going to.
You went a long way with Joan Worley, which you blew all the time that I had with Judy Carn and who was the other one? Ruth Buzzy.
Oh yeah,
Artie Johnson just got
Artie.
He went from 30 to nothing. I mean, 30 seconds to nothing on Artie. But
Dave, can we talk about the Dick Moen? It's Rowan and Martin.
Rowan and Martin, and Rowan smokes like a fiend.
And Dave has a tan that would make George Hamilton look a little light, right?
He's got the smoke all the time. Now, I did find out something in the special.
Okay.
That I didn't realize. Maybe you know. Why is the show called Laugh-In?
No clue.
I had no clue either. Well, Dan Rowan said that, folks, now we have so many ins. We have a love-in, we have a sit-in, we have a whatever in. Well, this is a laugh-in.
Okay.
I had no idea.
So that's
no
early
idea.
On, that's probably in the pilot or whatever when they're opening up those doors.
It was in the pilot, yeah.
Wow. Because Dave, as a little kid, that's what I remember about the show. Here are 2 things I remember about Laugh-In. Was they would open up those like windows and doors of this like kooky looking set, and somebody would pop out and say something. And then, Dave, Edith Ann in the oversized rocking chair. Yeah. Oversized rocking chair. That's what I remember.
That is, but I do love to, there are so many opportunities to watch shows of years past, and that's one that we did get on there, Laugh-In. It's kind of dated. Well, it's extremely dated. But
it was very topical at its time, Dave.
What do you expect?
Therefore,
let's see. And mixed bag. I have also discovered a show or rediscovered a show called Coach. You remember the show Coach?
Dave, a classic from I consider it our era. We've got Craig T. Nelson, Shelley Fabre, who had Elvis movie history, right?
Jerry
Are you
Van
familiar
Dyke.
with that?
Yeah.
Jerry
Oh, yeah,
Van Dyke.
Yeah. Jerry Van Dyke. I know Shelley Fabre. She was on One Day at a Time as well for a while.
Okay, and who's the guy that plays Dauber?
George Faberberg or Faberbaker
Something like
or
that.
something
But
like that.
Dave, what was his
come
later
on. Yeah.
guess?
Patrick
of course.
Starr on
a very, very, what would be
SpongeBob,
I would say every child born after 1990 is probably more familiar with that voice than they are with former President Bush.
Craig T. Nelson was on the one Disney show, the True. I don't know what. I cannot think of that.
What was he on?
Not The Outsiders. The
Incredibles.
The Incredibles,
right? The Incredibles. He was the animated voice of the dad.
Yes,
of the Incredibles. And what else was Dave? Because he was like
Poltergeist.
Craig T. Nelson was hot. Poltergeist. That's his biggin. That's it.
So here we go. Coach was on from 89 to 97 on ABC.
Okay.
And it fit nicely after Roseanne.
Yes.
Roseanne was on from 88 to 97. And Home Improvement was on from 91 to 99.
Dave, ABC was cleaning up during that period.
During that Tuesday, Wednesday, Seinfeld was on Thursday, but kind of coming on the after these sitcoms on ABC, Growing Pains 85 to 92 and Who's the Boss 84 to 92. So those shows kind of picked up where Three's Company left off. Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley did rather nicely, and Coach is one of those shows that even though you do follow that big show, you don't necessarily get renewed because you didn't hold the audience. But
exactly.
Coach, one of those underrated shows, we would call it an untoasted show. But even though it did go on after Roseanne, which was a huge spot, it held its own.
Yeah. And I remember it being, first of all, it started out as just a pure comedy, and I think it stayed that true, but it also, these were great characters, and you really got to know them, and that, and then it was, he wasn't just this kind of loud, football coach with these, endearing, dysfunctional, assistants, but they kind of got into his, relationship and it was a good show. Minnesota State, was the fictional school?
Minnesota State. Then he went to Orlando to coach an expansion NFL team.
Dave, would you say that was the shark jumping part of that?
I don't. I think I'm not sure. I'm sure that would be an easy way to say that, but I don't think it dropped off that much. I think it was a pretty consistent show. They had a cast, and they pretty much stuck to their premise. I think shows kind of need to do something else, but like when Laverne and Shirley moved to California, famously when Fonz jumped the shark, I could say, but I think the shows are pretty good after that.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say maybe they did, but again.
Well, if you're on 6 years,
Dave,
and Dave, this was the era of doing
9 years.
Right. Okay, 9 years doing. At that time, they were doing probably 32 episode seasons,
200 episodes of Coach.
Yeah. I get it. They needed to move him out of Minnesota to get some more plot lines.
Yeah. And our last one on this mixed bag. How do you react to this, Dave?
Okay.
How do you react to this? You open up your iPad. And it says your screen time was down 15% last week. What does that mean? Does that mean I need to watch more? Or is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? And I guess my ultimate question is, why do I need to know that first and foremost when I open up my iPad?
Well, the man, AI, Big Brother, whoever, the manufacturer, whoever these people are. No, Dave, you don't need to know. And I think it's under
Why
this
would
guy's...
you need to know that?
Yeah, you don't need to know, Dave.
What does it matter?
You don't. It doesn't. I mean, well, okay. Here's what they're trying. If I'm trying to say that there's a positive to it, they're trying to say, Dave, don't spend your life on the computer. But, so they're saying to you, Dave, you did better this week than last week with, your relationship with the computer. I don't know, Dave. I don't think it's the computer's business.
Well, yeah, but if I spent 15% less with my iPad, but I spent 41% more with my phone.
This is not all synced.
So they don't even know. They don't even know what else I'm doing besides when I'm looking at the iPad.
This is inaccurate data. It's like sometimes I get credit for walking or just because it got jiggled a little more in the car or something.
Well, your screen time was down 15% last week. Maybe in your mind you go, yeah, that's right. The grandkids were here, so it'll.
Dave, are you able to?
It'll pick up next week. I'm sorry, iPad. We'll get back to you this week. We're
Dave.
We got.
You're not putting yourself out there enough, Dave.
I don't know if they want me to do more or less. I mean, do they want me to?
Dave.
I think they want me to watch it more.
The man wants you to do more. They give you these little messages that are mixed.
They
Dave.
should put
it's a mixed message.
Put a face on there. Like,
Yes.
Are they happy? Are they sad? Are they wondering maybe there's something wrong with me?
Right.
Maybe you've not been feeling well and you're not
Right.
watching your iPad and you're down 15%. We missed you.
Where are all the criteria, Dave, that's factoring into this?
I
feel
it
like
could go
you
either
could
way.
cheat.
It could go either way. It's kind of like that word in that it's raining. It could be a positive, it could be a negative,
Right.
it could be sarcastic or whatever, but your screen time down 15%. I want to know exactly what they are trying to accomplish by pointing that out to me.
I think it's shame and guilt.
That's why
Dave.
I said it 8 times during this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame and guilt. It's just flat out, man.
Well,
Just put you down, man. You're
mix-
doing it too much, Dave.
the
You're
mixed
doing
bag.
it wrong.
Hopefully you're using all your screen time following the Crawfordsville Peachcast, crawfordsvillepeachcast.podbean.com. Like, share,
Yes.
and subscribe. We're on iHeart, Apple, Spotify, Podbean, and YouTube. Dave, we appreciate your time. And until
Always, Dave.
next time, America, for Dave Meyer, I'm Dave Peach. Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast.
Thank you for listening to the Crawfordsville Peachcast. If you enjoyed it, follow the podcast and ring the bell so that way you'll always be up to date with the newest episodes. We'll see you next time.